Okay. Before we start the halacha of today, I want to clarify something we learned over here yesterday. I don't want Chas Shalom to be on michshol. People should make a mistake. When I gave yesterday the shiur about the collagen, and I said if it's flavorless, there's no taste to it, then it's ba'alma. Memela, you could take it with water, because the minute they have over there powders with flavors, that's again I didn't give any heter, because you're coming to a lot of other halakhic problems if it's called like you're reviving it by the flavor. Same thing if you take flavorless collagen and then put it in orange juice or milk or any other food. Could be a halachic problem, because what it's called achshavei, achle, achshavei. Let's go back to the original isur of nevelo treifa. It might be a problem. I didn't say it's osur. I'm saying it's then you have to go to a lot of halachic arguments to matter. That's why l'malacha l'maisa, anything that has a flavor, whether it comes from the manufacturer with a flavor, or then you're going to flavor it with the orange juice, milk, or any other food. That's l'malacha l'maisa. Doesn't be osur. We don't with coffee. Yeah, because then it might become achshaveh, become food. You're eating it, drinking it as a food. Become achshaveh, according to the Rosh, we said achshaveh that could become osur, at least with Rabban, the way the Taz explained. But that could be a problem. I said clearly, I'm repeating it. Halacha l'maisa, that's not to be used, the collagen, anytime with any flavor, unless there's a kosher, then it's no problem. Now, we're talking about, again, the collagen that's flavorless, it's mamash ka'etz ba'alma, and you drink it with water. There's no taste to it. The only reason you're drinking it, it's because of you want improvement on your health. It's a medical. And if the minute it has any flavors to it, it's have to be kosher. Okay.
What's collagen?
Okay. Now we're going to learn another halacha. We'll talk about after the shiur. We'll explain this after the shiur. Today we're going to learn the halacha. It's very practical halacha. Well, practical. People ask about it. If you're allowed to do tvilas kelim in a nohor, in a river, or toivel yourself, or if it's a need for it, a nida, if she could go to be toivel in the ocean, in a nohor, when there is a need for it. So there's two places in Shulchan Aruch that talk about it. One place in Kuf Tzadik Ches Yeredeya, and the Seif Lamed Gimel and Lamed Dalet. It says like this: Lo titvel b'makom sheish b'karkeiso tit mishum chatzitza. If you're going to toivel, a normal mikveh, it's made. It's a good floor. But if you go to an ocean or a river, it might have over there some mud. And if it's muddy, then it could be a problem with chatzitza. Could be. Mimele says, don't do it. Then there is lamaisa, but if it's kosher or not, we're not going to be lamaisa, so don't do it. Now, then the second halach is lo titvel b'makom sheyesh chashash yiru b'nei adam b'nei mishmetoch kach mamaheres litvel v'nem medakdekes b'tvila. New, but the also lo tvila on this one. Anyway, so another scenario, if she goes to a place, she is afraid people might see her, maybe she might rush not to the tvila, right? So it says not to do this. According to this, so far, before I go to the next chapter, according to this so far, so by kalim, it shouldn't be a problem then, for a nida, or for a person, that even for a man, it shouldn't be chatzitza also, you're going to say, maybe men with less choishes, so, but for a nida, it's not too, but for a kalim, look over there, if there's a chashash of mud, I mean, you're holding the kalim, it doesn't, so it's not a problem by the kalim. Now, the second place is, this was Kuf Tzadik Ches, like I said, Halacha Lamed Gimel Lamed Dalet. So the second, in the Reish Aleph, again, in Yeridei Reish Aleph, in the Seif base, it talks about over there, if Memayon, the difference between a regular mikveh have to have Arboim Sa'ah, Ashboil, meaning it's all gathered in one place. A Memayon has a few differences than Mei Mikveh. Memayon, that's where the water coming from the ground. Over there, you don't need Arboim Sa'ah. If you could able to put your goof, the whole body, into that water, even a little bit less, you could do it. Or if you have kalim, you want to toivel in less than the arboim so, it's also good, because memayan, they don't need arboim so. That's one nafkamin. The second nafkamin is zoichelin. If the water running away by mikveh, it passes the mikveh. By mayan, zoichelin is not passing the mikveh. Now, theoretically, somebody could go to a nor when there's no problem. Let's say it's not muddy or whatever, or that there is a way. Let's say they put something, some wood, and they step on the wood or whatever. If there's no problem with the previous halacha we learned, if there's no problem with chatzitza over there, theoretically you can go to be toivel memayan, nida, a man, a kalim, lechoira. However, this is not so poshut. So because if there is a lot of raining, it's a season of rain, or a lot of the snow, let's say, that's melting, so it's called noitfin, the water that's coming in, because make shomim, it's not memayan, for that you need arboim so. However, if you're in a mayan, and comes make shomim, so the halacha says, if the noitfin, the robo, ala zoichalin, there's more rain coming, more than you have over there in the river, then it might be a problem. I'm not saying it might be. Halacha l'maisa, it says, not to toivel in such a place. It's going to be questionable. And that's what the Ramos says. V'chen nochon lohoiros ulahachmir. In such a place that it might be shaila if it's mayan or maybe it's too much raining, water of rain or water of snow coming in. So it says nochon lahachmir. Now. Lemaisa is like this. We're talking about a person should not talking about a nida now, or kalim, not to be toivel in May nor when there's really questionable, unless it's mamash 100% memayan and no problem. Then that's a different halacha. Halacha lemaisa is like this. Obviously, it's better to go to such a yonim kalim to the mikveh. This way, there's no shilas. If the mokem we talk about, people sometimes leave when they are in such a places they have no other option. That's why you have only nor. Or you just saw only the ocean, which is that's the halacha. Hey, kol hayamim yesh lam din mayan l'tayr b'zechila. The ocean is also kosher b'zechila. So b'mokem atzoyrech, but have to do shaylas chochem. But this way you make sure that everything, especially you're talking about nida, it's chayav korah, so to be right. Kaling, like I said, it's less of a problem, but still have to be right. Now, from kloli, especially now in the summertime. For a man, it's a lot easier, all these halachas, to go be toivel. But even globally, a lot of times, lo aleinu, in the summertime, we hear a lot of tragic stories, people going to toivel in a nor, in the ocean, and God forbid, many of them drown. And so that's why, that safety issue, that's nothing to do with the halachas of the tvila and tahara, that's safety, to make sure it's a safe place, that's safety. Mitzad the halacha, like I said, it's better not to use those inyonim. If you have a need for it, same thing, by the way, with let's say you have a big snow, and you want to dip the kalim in the snow, when there is arboim sa'ah. According to some Rishonim, it's kosher. But again, all this is only b'shas adchak when you have no choice. If you have a choice, just go to regular mikveh, kosher mikveh. If there is a need for such a for such a thing, then like I said, you make a shaylas chochem, because a lot of times it could be the villa of kalim or anida in such a place could be a problematic. Okay.